Why are men having such a hard time dating or staying married to modern women today? Well, let's just check out these clips I'm about to show you because I don't have to say too much.
This is what I'm willing to do, Laney. This is my wife, Laney. This is Eric. I love my wife. I want to be with my wife for life. There's nothing more in the world that I want than my wife. And I have moved my shit to Florida because you told me to. Now I'm telling you, you're telling me I keep leaving you and I'm not helping you fight for your
Why
kids.
it look like she
This is what I'm
cheated?
going to tell you right now on camera on video for you. I am willing to drive to Florida today, move everything back and pay all the thousands of dollars. You told me the truth about everything there is to know about you and the wrongs you've caused me. I've done the same. And yet here we are today. You tell me you've never cheated on me again, right?
Nope.
And so today, you won't let me look in your phone. For what reason? Why?
Because it's not your business.
Right. It's not my business what's in your phone. We're married. We're actively together. You can have my phone anytime you want. You used to say I can have your phone anytime I want. That's what you used to say all the time. Now, all of a sudden, I showed up to her house unexpectedly, and I can't look in her phone today. Why, honey? In the rest of the world, what would you think it was?
You're nuts.
I'm nuts. I know.
Really are.
Because you
already know what it is.
I'm nuts. So anyway, this is what I'm willing to do.
Brother, I'm just letting you know right now, she's obviously cheating. She's obviously cheating. You can't tell me anything other than her not being able to show you her phone, being trustworthy. Hey, here, take a look at this. Take a look into these things. Go ahead. All right? You done did everything you're supposed to do, right? You done moved. You came to support her. Man, you changed your whole life. You migrated at this point to a whole nother state, and yet she cheated on you before. Now, I don't know what you've done. All right, but the point that I need to point out, the fact that I gotta point out is that she cheated on you once. That should have been a sign for you in the beginning, man. That's all I need to say. Because she cheated on you before, I'm not saying everybody will cheat again, but man, there's a large possibility. And I see why you want to check her phone.
My husband is a grown man. He can do whatever he wants to do.
Okay.
All right. He recently booked a trip with his boys. And this is an example of how much freedom I give him and how much I love him. So him and his boys, they're going to Toronto for Caribbean. Now, they went last year for the bachelor party. They had a great time. And I love that for him. Once he told me he was going to Toronto, I had this crazy idea. I was like, well, you know what? Instead of me staying at home, with the dog, why don't I go to Jamaica?
I'm hoping that this is a joke. I'm really hoping that this is a joke, but we know she's probably heavily considering going to Jamaica with the homegirls. Like, real talk. Look, I'm glad that you and your husband have that type of relationship where you can just let him go wherever he wants to go. He obviously takes care of things at home for him to be able to do that. So good for him. But look, don't give this man any ammo. Don't put any schism in your relationship, any wedge in your relationship by thinking that you got to travel somewhere else because he's traveling. That man might not be doing any dirt. That man might just be going out there literally enjoying life with the bros. Now, either that just late night drinking, partying, stuff like that. We're not saying that he's out to no good, but we hear the stories that happen to women in Jamaica. We hear it. You don't go on girls trips and not have fun with anybody else.
Where does your W salary stack up against your deals with State Farm, Gatorade, Nike?
That's a good question. Honestly, I feel like that's where we're really fortunate is that we have those other deals. And I think that's one of the things that we're in the room fighting for, like Fee said, is, we should be paid more. And hopefully that's the case moving forward as the league continues to grow. I think that's something that's probably the most important thing that we're in the room advocating about.
Now, I said this before, and I'm going to say this again. WNBA has gained a lot of popularity in the last season or so, right? And I strongly believe it's because of sports betting, right? I mean, dudes just like the sports bet. And why not go ahead and bet on how many layups this one person is going to put up or how many missed shots this one person is going to make, or not make. But look, Nonetheless, the WNBA always experienced revenue losses, even the whole time it's been initiated. Let's just say, look, I got this from Yahoo Sports. This is an article on Yahoo Sports that while up to just last year, the annual losses always hovered around 10 million. Just last year alone, that number ballooned to $50 million in losses. Even though it gained more revenue, overall it netted a loss of $50 million. So how are y'all gonna get paid more if y'all don't make more? Just saying, just because people are watching y'all because of sports betting, I'm just putting it out there, sports betting, I don't think that warrants pay raises. The league is gonna have to get that money from somewhere. Real quick, if you're getting down with this video, I need y'all to hit the like button, comment, and share it to anybody you want to share it to. I appreciate you. Now let's jump right back into it.
Story time on how this guy, OV Mikey, this guy right here, flew me to Miami just to leave me with $1,000 bill at this restaurant. And then he ditched me, and I was staying over his house, so I had nowhere to go, and I was stranded. So me and this guy met off TikTok years ago. Like, we've been just cool off TikTok, you know. We would FaceTime each other or whatever, flirt with each other and all that good shit. And I always would be like, when am I gonna see you? When am I gonna see you? When am I gonna see you? So literally last month, I decided to go see him, and he decided that he wanted to see me. And he was like, okay, cool, like, I'm gonna make sure you got your plane ticket, I'm gonna get everything together, and you could just stay at my house and we can just go on dates. And I'm like, okay, cool, bet. Just to give y'all some evidence, this is us on FaceTime. So we've known each other for years. Right now he has locks, so this is old. So, you know, like, I thought we were locked in. But anyways, so I got to the airport, you know, I'm in Miami, he comes to pick me up, everything's cool, like, he's happy to see me, I'm happy to see him, and we go to his house, you know, we chilled and all that good stuff. He fooled the fuck out of me because everything was good. Like, I damn near thought this man was
you know, I don't even think I want to go to the other parts just to know, because you already summed it up. This is why you just don't fly out to people's stuff. Just pay for your own ticket and fly out. You got stranded because you didn't pay for your own ticket. And fellas, this goes for you too, because this can happen for any gender. Fly your own self out to anywhere you're going and make sure you have your own ticket on the way back, brother. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. We could have left all that confusion alone if you would have just had enough money or bought your own ticket. Just saying, you would have did that. And you really didn't know this, man. Just because y'all are TikTok friends, let's just be honest. How many people do you meet on social media that are really those type of people, or 100% that person, down to earth person that you know in real life? A lot of these people put on the shows, and I'm blessed to have you guys here, because we just talk every single day about hundreds and hundreds of videos that we have on this channel. Y'all know we keep it like this every single day, but nonetheless, get your own ticket. Just get your own ticket. Bruh, that was wild. That was, you didn't know that was coming up. Like, you do have a feeling that something's bad about to happen before it actually comes. This actually reminds me of something that happened way in the past. I mean, I was in middle school, high school, I can't even remember, bro. After a long day of playing football with the guys, man, I forgot, it was like a Sunday, man. I started hanging out with this girl and we started kissing. I fell asleep kissing. I was so tired, I fell asleep mid-kiss. I was so sleepy, I don't even remember how I even fell asleep, to be honest. I just woke up on the couch.
Tell me why I'm sitting in a free clinic right now with one of my homeboys, because this nigga met some girl off of POL, right? POL.
So for y'all that don't know what POF is, it's a long-lasting, I guess you can say, small site. It's called Plenty of Fish. It's been around for a long, long time, man. It's been around since like MySpace time, man. Plenty of Fish is where you used to go to meet women, and it's always been known, well, at least in my world, it's always been known to where you go and meet kind of like mildly attractive people, overweight people, high calorie, like you just go, the women that aren't, you know, particularly out there in the street, you go to Plenty of Fish. That's kind of where you go. And I'm not saying go check it out, guys. I'm just putting it out there. That's what POF is.
And a girl gave him trichomonas, chlamydia, gonorrhea, and what else? What else? Crabs.
You know what? We're just gonna go ahead and say, don't go to POF. don't meet anybody on POF. I just told y'all this is where you go meet the people that you just don't want to meet and you're desperate. I guess this is a website. I ain't gonna say that everybody on there is desperate, but there's a lot of desperate people on there. Yeah, be careful out there, man. Because this can happen to any website, to be honest. But Plenty of Fish, I hear the stories though. I've never seen, I mean, Love Freak Out was over the top, bro. City Girls are losing this summer, bro. City Girls and then lost one this summer. Brother, I don't know what you did and then pissed this lady off. I don't know what's going on, but obviously she wants to get in that house real bad, man. It look like she about to get in that house, man. You ain't gonna mess with the lady has a hammer. I'm not even coming around close. Why haven't you called the cops yet is the question.
You're not coming in here without the police, that's what I'll tell you.
Yeah, dog. This the ones that you just gotta be worried about. No
Yeah, you're not coming in here without the police, dude.
consideration for our own safety.
I don't care. You're not coming in here without the police. Bring them here with you.
Move.
I'm not moving.
Okay.
You keep hurting me.
Anybody got
All right. You're not coming in here without the police.
I live here.
Dude, you're hurting me with the glass. You're fucking, look at this bleeding all over the fucking place, dude.
Because you're standing on top of it like an idiot. That's on you.
You're going to jail. I promise you, you're going to jail.
Going to jail for getting in my home.
No, you're going to jail for hit. Look at this.
You're the one standing on top of the window being pushed through, so that's on you, bro. That's on you. Nobody else.
Yeah, you're going to jail.
Okay.
I'm sorry to tell you, I'm going to put you in jail. I promise you I am.
You do. I hope you do, buddy.
You should have waited on the police.
This is my house. They told me. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're going to jail.
It's fine.
That's what you're doing.
Follow him, buddy.
I am.
Dang, bro, I thought you wasn't gonna let her in the house, man. What is going on here? Look, I'm getting the assumption that y'all dated or used to be in a relationship. This is your house, but yet she lives there because she dated you. And now that y'all going through a funk, you won't let her in, but she lives there and she is entitled, or she feels entitled to re-entry. Am I misjudging that, guys? Because that's exactly what I get from this video. And the fact that she feels entitled for re-entry, she's going to make her way in there because she lives there. And to be honest, man, the cops, what are they gonna do? I don't know, man. It's borderline, could be just a civil suit. They're not gonna take her to jail. You're gonna have to take this up with city court about living there and not living there and getting her evicted. That's what it comes down to. So you still have to pay, and now you just gotta pay for another window. Just for the letter through the door at this point. Just waited for the cops.
Ma'am,
Help me, please.
what's wrong?
My daughter's in a coma. She's not going to make it. I need some money for
Oh
gas.
my God, she's in a coma and she's not gonna make it. Where's she at?
UNC Chapel Hill. I need some money for gas.
How much money do you need?
I need 30, but whatever you can spare. Please. I'll take your name and number.
And you'll pay me back?
I'll pay you back.
How about you pay me back for the last 3 times you done this to me?
Not me.
Yeah, you.
Not me, sir.
You're still doing this same scam. That's why I wanted my son to see. Because it's sorry that you do this. I'm putting you on Facebook too. Come here, Sophie.
Say, bro, I knew something was up because wasn't me or her jaw. She didn't have no teeth, so but you can just tell that lady was on something, bro. She has an addiction because her jaw was like, yeah, bro. Her jaw wouldn't stop moving. She was already in the process of tasting that good, whatever good that she gets on a daily basis, and she's been hustling people for $30 whole. Man, look, that's a lot of money. Not just 30 cents, not just $3, but you just went and told a bold-faced lie with photos and everything on some random person in a hospital bed talking about $30 whole. Man, you have to get your life together. And dude, they'll pull it off, bro. I wonder how many times a day they get away with this. Because look, to be honest, all she has to do is get away with it 4 times. She's up $120 a day.
Well, if this isn't a case of how being greedy can go very wrong, I don't know what is. This is Charlotte Padrell, and she thought she was going to get a pay date from her boyfriend of only a year, Israel Adesanya, who is a UFC 2-time champion UFC fighter. He's Nigerian from New Zealand. Now, what Charlotte decided to do is that once they broke up after a little over a year, she decided that she was going to sue him in court for half of his assets. And he has a $15 million fortune, right? Charlotte felt like she deserved half. The basis of her lawsuit is essentially what Mariah Carey did. She felt like that they had spent a year together. She expected...
You felt entitled to a portion of this man's fortune. Ma'am, I'm gonna be honest, you didn't train with this guy. You didn't take punches or kicks to the body like this guy. I need you to stop, but let's just keep watching.
To get married to him, and then he dropped her like a hot potato. So she was upset and was like, well, I'm gonna sue him because I deserve half of his UFC fortune because I helped him along the way with his career in that year. Mind you, they had never been married, they didn't have kids, they had nothing. Well, she herself has $1 million fortune because she's a real estate mogul. What ended up happening is he put his $15 million fortune in his mother's name. His mother manages his fortune because he had an ex-wife that he did not want to have to split assets with. So essentially what he did, it's kind of shady, I'm not going to lie, but it helped out in his favor this time. His mother...
Not shady. Not shady. Not shady. We're not going to say not shady. You already know what's up with this because he was smart with managing his money. No, he's not the only athlete I've heard, or even man in general that I've heard that's done this before. They put their assets into their family's name or an LLC or whatever it is to protect them from their personal lives. I'm telling you, this is something that, you know, it's not uncommon. But not uncommon. We're just going to leave it at that.
Has all full control of his assets and his fortune. His mother has been managing his assets since he started his UFC career. So when they went through the lawsuit and she actually won, it looked like he had made 0 earnings for his career, and she was worth $1 million. So Charlotte was ordered to pay $500,000 to him because she looked like the breadwinner. So this was this was a Uno reverse like no other Uno reverses. I think I've heard this story before with a soccer player that this happened with his wife. However, she was not a wife. She was a girlfriend of only 1 year, thinking that she was owed half of his fortune.
I absolutely love this. How dare you? How dare you hit him with the Uno reverse card? I gotta laugh. I swear. Let me just pull up the Uno reverse card and put this right here. Slap. Hang on. But look, the sense of entitlement that some women have with these celebrities and these athletes, bro, are way beyond me. Especially you that already have your own money, you have your own career. Like I said before earlier in the clip, you did not take any punches to the face like this guy has. You haven't put your body on the line to get this $15 million like this guy had. You haven't trained, stayed strict, compromised some of the things that you wanted to do for your overall goal to be a champion. You didn't do any of that like this guy. And to be honest, you can't do clearly anything as much to contribute to his life in a year like that. What? I mean, give him some peace, love, maybe some action, some affection. But no, we all know it takes years to train to be a fighter. And you weren't there to be a part of that. So how dare you? I actually love how this story ended.
Y'all want to know some shit that I've done to men that I will never, ever regret? Years ago, I was dating a guy for like 6 to 8 months, right? During those 6 to 8 months, he called me to tell me that he lost his job. I was like, okay. I waited 2 hours. I said, hey, let's meet up for a drink or something to eat or something like that. And he was like, okay, yeah, sure. As soon as we get to the spot, I look him dead in the face and I said, hey, it's not going to work out between us. And he was like, what? Are you being serious? And I was like, yes, I am. He was like, why are you breaking up with me? Is it because I don't have a job? And I was like, funny you said that. That's exactly why I'm breaking up with you. And then he goes, wow, you are a gold digger. And I was like, yeah, you really are broke. So look at us. And he was like, wow, you really gonna leave me over me not having a job? Like I'm not gonna go get one? And I was like, no. And he tried to make me feel bad that I was breaking up with him because he no longer had a job. And I was like, I do not care. The fact that you even thought that I was going to be your fixer is crazy to me. Is wild to me. The fact that you even wanted to tell me that information without just going out there and getting a job and being like, hey, by the way, I got a new job instead of, hey, I lost my job is crazy to me. So therefore, I want no part in it. I don't want to know your sad story. I don't want to be Captain Save No. None of that. That's something you call and tell your parents. You tell your homeboy. You tell your friend. You don't tell me. I don't care. That's not my problem. All I hear is, hey, I'm going to start being cheap and mean to you.
Damn, brother. I'm going to be honest with you. You don't need none of that. You were being honest and transparent up front to your partner and everything, and this is what she did. She kicked you to the curb, man. She kicked you to the curb, man. You're gonna find someone special and well deserving of you, man. Just don't even worry about that. Guys, if this ever happens to you, you gotta take this up and say thank God that she showed these signs early in the relationship. I'm gonna be honest with you, because she's not gonna be there to help you build up. She's not gonna, what she's gonna do, she's just gonna drain you for everything that you have. Yeah, exactly, dude. Like, that's exactly what happened. She didn't want to do anything. So obviously she didn't love you. She doesn't have any feelings for you. She was only there for compensation, for transactional reasons, okay? Dating you gave her something in return. That's the only reason why she was there, brother.
I was younger, I couldn't understand why people would like get upset at a man's mom for how the man was acting, because I was like, well, he grown, like he just. But now as an adult, I'd be looking at y'all mamas and I'd be like, where did he learn this from? Where did he learn this? Why? This is why I say I'm finna blow your mama car up. Am I gonna blow somebody's mother's car up? No, but like that's how it makes me feel, because ma'am, what is wrong with him?
Yeah. There's a lot of guys out there that absolutely love their mom. I know a guy that loves his mom to the end of the road, to the end of the man, do whatever for his mom. That's his mom. I don't blame him, but you don't have to assume any negative ways. But look, man, the apple don't fall too far from the tree. And the environment you keep is the environment you know to be like, right? I'm just saying, all right? We just got to hope and pray that these men don't become more like their mom growing up. But, the cases are, it happens. It really does. They get little traits. They get little characteristics, man. And, yeah.
One thing that people don't understand about being a woman in your 20s is how complicated regulating your emotions can be when there's so many... when when there's so many new experiences, so many new people, and you're only just learning adulthood and what comes with it, as a woman, it can definitely be very complicated to understand how to be normal, as everyone says. I think I do okay at it, all things considered. Obviously, as a woman, naturally you deal with a lot of hormonal changes and stuff like that that play a part in your emotional regulation anyways, and then dealing with the things that life comes with on top of that, it can be a lot. But, you know, I think every woman does what they can in their own way.
We're gonna chalk it up to emotional changes, huh? Haha, yeah. Look, man, guys, another reason why guys are not dating right now, because they don't want to put up with the drama, the toxicity. Even dating right now, with the financial world being in shambles right now. I mean, the inflation rates, the homeowners insurance, all the interest rates, everything that you want to throw it in the world right now. Why are men refusing to date? Just add emotional changes and regulations to the list, and it keeps them from not dating. I'm telling you right now. But look, I totally get it. As adults, we go through a lot of things where we have to figure out, especially when you're in your 20s, right? You got to figure out a lot of things. You got to figure out where life is taking you, or, you know, how do you want to spend your money? What's your next big step? What's your goals, man? Or, you know, what do you want to just remove from your life or keep in your life? That can go on and on, but I'm rambling now. But y'all totally get it. Well, if you watched this far, I appreciate you. Thank you again for watching this far. Now, if you haven't liked, commented, shared the video, do that right now. Do that for your boy, and then leave the word modern in the comments. I know that you watched the full video, and I appreciate y'all. See you in the next one.